Hello students, we have completed the digestive system, the respiratory system in the life processes. Now we go to the next part, that is the transportation in human beings. In humans, transportation of oxygen, nutrients, hormones and other substances to tissues, carbon dioxide to lungs and waste products to kidneys is carried out by a well-defined circulatory system. In lower organisms, material is transported by diffusion. Transportation, we have the blood vascular system. Blood is a connective tissue and it consists of liquid fluid plasma, solid RBC, WBC and blood platelets. Adults have 5 to 6 liters of blood. Plasma contains 92% water. It transports food, carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste. Blood corpuscles, that is the RBC, contains a respiratory pigment, hemoglobin, which helps to transport oxygen as it has great affinity for oxygen, containing iron. WBC, they ingest and destroy bacteria and prevent the spread of infection. Platelets help in clotting of blood. Clotting of blood means the blood changes from a liquid to gel, forming a clot, and it stops bleeding when one is hurt. Functions of blood. Transport of respiratory gases, that is, oxygen is transported through the hemoglobin to the cells. Carbon dioxide from tissues dissolves in plasma and is taken to the lungs. Transport of nutrients, that is, digested food is absorbed into the blood in the small intestine. Transport of waste products like urea, uric acid are taken to the kidney. Defense against infection, that is, the WBC digests and engulfs the bacteria. Blood produces antibodies against specific bacteria and viruses. Now we go to the blood vessels, that is, the blood vessels which are present are arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries, it carries the oxygenated blood away from the heart to all the parts of the body. They do not have valves. They are deep-seated. Veins, they carry deoxygenated blood from the different parts of the body to the heart. They have valves to prevent the backward flow of blood. They are superficial, that means they are close to the skin. We have another blood vessel, that is the capillaries. They are single-walled tubes which helps in the exchange of material within the cell and the blood by diffusion. Arteries divide repeatedly to form very thin walled vessels called capillaries. Exchange of materials between the blood cells takes place and capillaries then join to form the veins. To carry out the diffusion function in our body, we need a pumping organ to push blood around the body, a network of tubes to reach all the tissues, and this pumping organ is the heart. Heart is a muscular organ located on the left side in the middle of the chest. The heart is made up of cardiac muscles. In human beings, the heart is divided into 4 chambers, 2 upper chambers, atria, which are thin-walled, and 2 lower chambers, ventricles, which are thick-walled. There is a septum which separates the right and the left side of the heart. Between the atria and ventricles, there are valves which prevents the backflow of blood. Oxygenated blood is separated from the deoxygenated blood to allow an efficient supply of oxygen to the body for high energy needs to maintain the body temperature. Now we go with the working of the heart. The cardiac cycle consists of one heartbeat, that is one cycle of contraction and relaxation of cardiac muscles. The oxygenated blood from the lungs is poured into the left atrium, which passes into the left ventricle through the valves. Once the left ventricle is full, the blood is pumped out to the different parts of the body. The deoxygenated blood comes to the body from the body into the right atrium, which expands. The right atria contracts, the blood goes to the right ventricle, which pumps the blood into the lungs for oxygenation. Now, what is double circulation of blood? Double circulation of blood takes place in human beings and birds. The heart consists of two sides, right and left. The right side receives deoxygenated blood from the cells and tissues and sends it to the lungs for purification. The left side of the heart receives oxygenated blood from the lungs, which is pumped and sent to all the parts of the body through blood vessels. This is called double circulation. The energy demand of human beings is too large, and hence there is a need for the separation of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Birds and mammals require a lot of energy to maintain the body temperature. In case of amphibians and many reptiles, they have three-chambered hearts where the body temperature depends on the environment temperature. Fishes have only two chambers to their heart. The blood is oxygenated in the gills and then it poured directly to the rest of the body. Therefore, it is only once that the blood goes through the heart during one cycle.